Time to start it up, America. You've got a lot of joy to make. And we're kicking off the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event because you've got turkeys to fry and thanks to give. To help you do it right, we're giving you 90 days payment deferment and 1,000 trade assist cash on the Built Ford Tough F-150 and Ford Ranger. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. That'll make a lot of joy this season. Now, get $11,245 total savings on F-150, plus an extra 1,000 trade assist cash. See your best in Texas Ford dealer.
Gear up for fall at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Give the gift of fun to everyone on your list with in-store assembly and free curbside pickup. Make this Christmas brighter together with Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hello and welcome to Homer Bryce Stadium here in Nacogdoches, Texas, as we get ready for this 5A Division II matchup between the Crosby Cougars and the Texas High Tigers. Hello, everyone. I'm Logan Ward here in Nacogdoches. We got a great matchup here for you today. The Texas High Tigers coming in as the number 5 team in the state, and they have shown that all season long, coming into this game 11-0 last week, beating Lake Creek 37-7 in that first round of the playoffs, and they have looked dominant all year long. They're led by their Oklahoma commit, Clayton Smith, who's going to be all over the field tonight. He plays both defense and offense as a receiver. He's going to be all over the place, so look out for number 10, Clayton Smith, for the Tigers. For the Crosby Cougars, they come into this game 8-3, 6-1 in 12-5A. Their one loss against Nederland in the district championship in that final game of the season, regular season. They lost 29-24, so that was their only district loss in a close game to Nederland. Last week, they put on a show, defeating Willow Ridge 66-0, did the Cougars, and they changed some things up last week, and we'll see what they decide to do tonight. Last week, head coach Jerry Prito decided the Crosby Cougars were going to make a change. They were going to switch their running backs and quarterback. They're just going to flip them. Last week, Danikas Dunn was the quarterback and Reggie Branch the running back. That has not been the case all year. It's been flipped. We'll see tonight who they decide to start at quarterback. Again, they won 66-0, so it worked out in their favor as we're getting ready to get started here in this second round matchup in 5A Division II. Here come the Crosby Cougars. Head coach Jerry Prito, second year at the helm for the Cougars, placing Jeff Reardon, who moved on from Crosby to Tyler Chapel Hill. Brito has done well so far in his tenure as the Cougars head coach. 8-3 this year coming into this one. Lost to George Ranch in the first game of the season. Went on a win streak there for a while until they lost to Nederland. And here come the Texas High Tigers. black pants, orange tops, and the black helmets that they got for the playoffs. That was a big thing that went viral on social media. The Texas High Tigers players reacting to seeing their new playoff helmets, the black helmets with the chrome logo on the side. This should be a high scoring matchup. Both of these teams lighting up the scoreboard. Texas High coming into this game averaging 42 points per game. On the other sideline, the Crosby Cougars averaging 40.6. So we should be in for a high-powered offense, a shootout here at Homer Bryce Stadium. Captains are going to come out onto the field. Looks like the captain for Texas High will be number 10, Clayton Smith, the OU commit. And the captains for Crosby is going to be Javon King. So Texas High have won the toss and deferred. And Crosby will get the football to start this game. Should be a good one here on TexanLive.com. Sure to subscribe to TexanLive.com to watch all the Texas high school football matchups. 5A and 6A are going on. Right now, the playoff matchups are getting better and better each week. Get a subscription to Texan Live to watch all of the matchups. Oscar Hernandez is going to kick off for the Tigers. Back to receive for the Cougars. Number 1, Reggie Branch. And we are off, and it is a short kick, fair caught at the 44-yard line. So a short kick trying to catch him off guard to start the game. We've already seen that once so far in the game today. The 4A state championships today, Carthage rolling over Gilmer 70-14, but Gilmer came out of the gate with an onside kick. That one wasn't an onside kick, but trying to get Crosby caught off guard. And here comes the Cougar offense. And it looks like Daniquez Dunn is going to be the quarterback. And we got a offsides. That was really early. LeJonte Reitner just pressed his man, and as soon as they called the hard count, he gave him a little jab, trying to jam him on the line of scrimmage. Bring up 1st and 5. Now ball spotted at the 49-yard line. So Daniquez Dunn is going to get the start at quarterback after he got the start last week. He's going to keep it. It's a run-pass option out there on the far side. He's got space down to the 30-yard line, and he's finally pushed out of bounds inside the 20. Monte Wilson on the reception, and Crosby come out. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 21-yard line, so Crosby comes out firing early in this one. Dunn back out on that far side to Wilson. He's going to sneak his way up for a couple of yards. This Crosby offense has speed all over the field, and you can see that they're wanting to get the ball to their playmakers, which they have all over the field as well. This is going to be a quarterback draw up the middle. Dunn. He's going to pitch it out to Branch, who has a wide open area. He gets knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. DeJounte Reitner able to push him out of bounds. A lot of things to look at so far with this Crosby offense. Fake the pass, Dunn. Little shovel pass to Branch, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Crosby. First offensive possession. And it's Daniquez Dunn with a 7-yard pass to Reggie Branch. PAT is up and good. And with 11:16 remaining here in the first quarter, Crosby leads Texas High 7-0. You're watching TexanLive.com.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years, and we're not taking this year off. So at the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event, get 0% APR financing for 60 months, 90 days payment deferment, and $2,000 trade assist cash on select Ford SUVs and Fusion. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. So get the family together and make some joy this season. Just announced, get $13,955 in total savings on a new 2020 Ford Expedition. See your best in Texas Ford dealer today.
7-0 is our score. 11:16 remaining. Crosby's going to kick it off, and this is going to be a pooch kick that is fair caught. Oh, he's going to little confusion there on the Texas High return team. Looks like it was going to be fair caught, and then decided not to catch it. Blake Rogers called for the fair catch, but didn't grasp it. Now Texas High is going to jog onto the field, led onto the field by their junior quarterback, Brayson McHenry. Coming into this game has already had 2,500 yards through the air this season. Snap, little confusion. McHenry able to get a couple of yards there, wasn't ready for the snap. Good job of getting a couple yards there. Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. So far, this Texas High team has looked rattled. Play action. This one is caught on the far side, down to the 50-yard line. Trey Roberts with the reception. Good pitch and catch there from McHenry to Roberts. One-on-one coverage on the outside. And that's going to be a false start. DeMarcus Day, the senior, is going to get called for the false start, and it's looked like just a little bit quick there on the last couple of plays, too. It's looked like they've moved pretty quickly. Bring up 1st and 15. And there's another flag. I think this is going to be on Texas High as well. Another false start. Back-to-back false starts for the Tigers. Have them backed up now. 1st and 20. Ball on their own 41-yard line. Get a snap. McHenry over the middle. He has a receiver wide open and it's dropped. Trey Roberts had a lot of space in and out of the hands. Brings up 2nd and 20 now for the Tigers. Another pass is going to be a screen pass that is bobbled and caught finally. Ryan Sellers was running and bobbling it at the same time, was able to grasp it. Gain of 9 on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 11. Brayson McHenry here throwing the ball a lot on this first drive. Back to pass again. He's got all sorts of time, and he has a running lane. He's going to take it himself. He's going to be stopped short of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. But a good carry there. Had all sorts of space on that left side. Gain of 8. Going to bring up 4th and 3. We'll see if they snap it now. Ball spotted at their Crosby 42. Crosby sending pressure. Henry, one-on-one. There's going to be no flag, and this is incomplete. Texas High looking for the flag. Looks like they might have gotten tangled up over there. It's going to be incomplete and turnover on downs. Crosby defense showing up here in the first quarter. 8:46 remaining here in the first quarter. Crosby's going to take over at the 42-yard line. And in motion, Dunn. Back to pass. He has a wide open receiver. Reggie Branch going to try to make some men miss. Spins out of a tackle. And it's finally wrapped up at the 22-yard line. Branch was wide open on the wheel route. And Dunn hit him in stride. Cougars hurry up to the line. Dunn's going to keep it. Tripped up. Good play there defensively for the Tigers. This Crosby offense has Texas High on their heels so far in this one. 8:15 and counting here in the first quarter. So far here in this one, Crosby, as soon as they get a big play, they like to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Stacked wide receivers on the far side. This is going to be a double pass. He's going to drop it, trying to make something happen, and it is swallowed up. And a flag comes out. Caleb Arnold there to make the stop. There's a flag. Reggie Branch was wide open on that double pass. But Wilson just couldn't corral it to get off the pass. And this is going to be a late hit call. Texas High fans do not like this. That's going to be a late hit. Gain a couple. It's going to be a first down, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Inside the red zone now for the Cougars offense. Dunn back to pass. One-on-one. This one is intercepted in the end zone. Texas High with the interception. And there's a flag on the play late. It won't negate the interception that was Caleb Arnold with his 3rd interception of the year in the end zone. There was a late flag. We'll see what they call. So illegal block in the back is the call on Texas High. On the return, it's going to be half the distance to the goal, so the ball is going to be spotted at the 2-yard line. But a big momentum shift there. Handoff, first run of the day, and it is stopped. Braylon Stewart with the carry, his first carry of the game. Able to get a couple of yards there. Bring up 2nd and 7. Stewart is past that 1,000-yard mark this season. Play action, hitch route comes back, and it is in and out of the hands. Ryan Sellers. That's a 2nd drop pass for this Texas High offense. That one hit Sellers right in the chest. Third and 7 now. Look to pass again, has another open receiver. This time, Sellers catches it, good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. Texas High has had receivers open so far in this game. Handoff. Goes to Stewart. Gain of a couple. Whole bunch of Cougars in on the stop. Wade Lewis. Senior defensive lineman there on the tackle. Second and 7. Handoff again. Simon trying to find the outside. He goes nowhere. He's strung out. Colby Rideau 5:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Crosby leads 7-0. Henry back to pass. This one was a dangerous throw, incomplete, intended for Sellers. But Sir Hill, one of the linebackers, almost undercut that route. It's going to bring up 4th and 6, and the punt unit's going to come on for Texas High. Sellers' punt is off. Daniquez Dunn, the quarterback, back to return. Crosby jumps on it. And they're going to take over. So 2 good drives for the Crosby defense so far in this one. Had the turnovers on downs. Were able to get a stop after turning the ball over themselves. Four wide receivers up top. This one goes to Branch. He's going to catch it. Try to make a couple people miss. Gain of about a yard. Good pursuit there by the Tigers defense. Darren Finley there on the tackle for Texas. Texas High. Dunn rolls out far side, trying to find a man. He's just going to reverse field. Dunn has some space, and he's got speed down to the 40-yard line. Finally runs out of bounds at the 25. Daniquez Dunn his speed and was able to reverse field. The entire offensive line rolled out to the right, and Dunn had space on the left side. Hurry up offense for the Cougars. Handoff. This one's going to bounce outside. This is Branch. He's going to find some space. Branch trying to beat him to the pylon. Does he get in? Touchdown, Crosby. Reggie Branch with a foot race to the pylon, and he wins that one. The PAT for Crosby is up and good. So with 4:28 remaining here in the first quarter, the Crosby Tigers lead 14-0 on the number 5 team in the state. You're watching TexanLive.com.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
We're here at Homer Bryce Stadium in beautiful Nacogdoches, Texas, as the Crosby Tigers have come into this one and have played sound football, leading Texas High 14-0 with 4:28 remaining here in the first quarter. This one's going to be a pooch kick. This time it is caught. That time, Blake Rogers did catch it. The Texas High offense comes out here, hasn't been able to get much going, has had open receivers so far tonight, but just haven't been able to catch them. So McHenry's going to come out here and try to get this offense going. Handoff up the middle. Braylon Stewart with a nice cutback, was able to get a couple yards there. Second and 5 now. Henry back to pass. Another hitch route. This one is caught. Finally taken out of bounds. Ryan Sellers had gone back to that play a couple of times now, with Sellers just running the hitch route. There's a flag on the play at the 40-yard line. I don't know what this is going to be. It's going to be a holding on Crosby, but Texas High will decline that one, and we'll move the chains. Now 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Handoff goes to Stewart up the middle. He is swallowed up. Wade Lewis and McCoy Casey both there on the tackle for the Crosby defense. This Crosby defense running the 3-4 defense that is becoming so popular here in high school football. With the way that the offenses are going with the speed on the outside, you like to have a lot of skilled position players out there too. This time, Henry's got some pressure. He can run. He's going to try to find some space and just fall down right at the marker, so they should give him the first down. And they do. So McHenry, so far tonight, has been able to do as much damage with his legs as with his arm. Comes into this game passing for over 2,500 yards, but tonight it's been his legs that have been the greatest asset for this Tiger offense. .235 remaining in the first quarter. This is a handoff to Collier Witcher, the senior. His 81st carry of the year. Good enough for 4 yards. Another pass, slant route is behind Sellers, incomplete. Well, it seems like Texas High has found a matchup that they like over here with Sellers. He is their leading receiver this year. Tonight he'll go over 1,000 yards receiving on the year. 3rd and 6. This is another handoff, and it's stopped. Wade Lewis in on the tackle again, got penetration, was able to stop Collier Witcher. So 4th and 6, and the offense is going to stay out on the field. The big Clayton Smith came into the game. He's lining up right now as tailback. Henry trying to get the play call. Got 10 seconds left on the play clock. Smith goes out wide. Henry trying to find some space. Going to try to reverse field. He's got some space to throw. Throw it up. Incomplete. This Crosby defense has come to play tonight. It looked like they were trying to get Clayton Smith one-on-one out there with the linebacker. As soon as he saw Smith go out wide, went with him. So he was double covered, which made McHenry have to change his mind. 1:05 remaining here in the first quarter, in a quarter that has been dominated by the Tigers. Dunn handoff to Branch, back to Dunn. Another double pass. This one, he's going to sling it. This one's a little incomplete. It was a little short. Jalen Herman, the intended receiver. Crosby trying to take a shot early. Texas High's 0 for 2 so far in fourth down conversions. And Crosby was trying to take a shot there off the turnover on downs. 2nd and 10, 57 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Dunn back to pass. There's going to be a flag. We'll see. Spot is usually holding, and a great tackle from behind. Derek Brown able to track down Dunn. There is a flag. We'll see what it is. It's going to be holding on Crosby. That penalty is going to be declined. Going to bring up 3rd down. So Derek Brown with the sack. Bring up 3rd and 17 now for Crosby. Dunn back to pass, trying to set up the screen to Branch. Branch is going to catch it, and there are Tigers all over, waiting for that one. Whitener there on the defensive stop. And Crosby's going to punt for the first time here in the ball game with 29 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Blake Rogers, Darren Finley both back to receive the punt. And Dunn's going to do the punting as well. High snap, was able to get it off. This one's going to get a good Crosby bounce. And look at it roll. Inside the 25-yard line, spotted at the 23. 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Texas High will get the ball again. 0 for 2 on 4th down conversions so far in this one. Has moved the ball pretty well, but hasn't been able to think of the big play that they're looking for. McHenry back to pass again. He is flushed in that pocket and taken down. Trevon King, the 6'2 senior, able to bring down McHenry. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Crosby leads Texas High 14-0 here at Homer Bryce Stadium. We'll be right back with the second quarter. You're watching TexanLive.com.
Gear up for fall at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
14-0 is our score here in this second round 5A Division II matchup. McHenry back to pass. He's been passing all day. Has a little space on this outside. Just going to step out of bounds. Smart play by the quarterback. I think he might have lost a yard. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 15 now for Texas High. Stewart flies out in the flat. McHenry trying to find an open receiver, and he is just bottled up. His Crosby secondary is doing such a good job keeping up with these receivers for Texas High. It's going to bring up 4th and 15, and the punt unit's going to come on. Back to receive this punt. It's a high snap. Sellers. And we got a flag on that far side. See what it's for. False start on Texas High, and honestly, that was probably a good thing. The snap was high. Sellers couldn't come down with it, and he was going to have to be turning around and punting at the same time in his own end zone. So bring up 4th and 20 now, move them back 5 yards, but maybe we can get a clean punt off for Ryan Sellers. This one's going to go out of bounds. See where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 49-yard line, so Crosby's going to take over in Texas High territory. So see if this Crosby offense comes out and does the same thing that they were doing in the first quarter. This Texas High defense has been on their heels the entire game. And this is a defense that, coming into this game, only allowing an average of 13 points a game, and already Crosby has gotten that. Little end around handoff, a lot of running. He's going to attack that seam. Amonte Wilson there on the carry. And did a good job there when he found the seam, able to just accelerate. Bring up 2nd and 4 now for the Cougars. Dunn back to pass. He has one-on-one on the outside. Incomplete. Jalen Herman, the intended receiver. Incomplete. I think Dunn got hurried on that throw. Dunn back to pass. Pressure's coming. He got it off and complete. Was right at the markers. They're going to call it a first down. Monte Wilson there on the reception, and a good throw as Dunn was facing pressure. Branch on the outside, trying to make a man miss. He's got space, runs out of bounds. After the first down pickup, ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line. Dunn back to pass. Clayton Smith in pursuit, and he throws this one away. Clayton Smith has had free lanes to the quarterback here tonight, just hasn't been able to get to him yet. That time Dunn smartly just throws it away. Brings up 2nd and 10. Handoff to Branch. He has a hole. Branch into the end zone. Touchdown. Reggie Branch. 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. 3rd overall, and we're an extra point away from a 21-point lead. BAT is up and good. 10:23 remaining here in the first half. Crosby has taken a 21-0 lead on Texas High. We'll be right back. You're watching TexanLive.com.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Good ideas catch on fast. Good clean food, even faster. Now delivering for lunch and dinner. Panera, food as it should be.
21-0 is our score here in the second quarter. Crosby has dominated this first half so far. This kick, the first time, it's going to go deep and into the end zone. Texas High is just going to watch it bounce in that Stephen F. Austin end zone. And the offense is going to come back on the field for Texas High. They've gotten some decent plays going, some decent offensive drives, but they've just all stalled out. They've gone for it twice on 4th down. Both times has been stopped. So now trailing by 3 scores. We'll see what they have in store for this offensive drive. And off to Stewart up the middle. There's some extracurriculars going on. Bring up 2nd and 4. Both teams have got to be careful with that extracurricular. Handoff, Stewart again, and he's swallowed. Man, this Crosby defensive front doing an incredible job on Braylon Stewart. Stewart's averaging 7.7 yards a carry coming into this game. He hasn't had that tonight. This Crosby defense has been fantastic defensive line's able to get pressure. Screen. Henry's pass is low and incomplete. Another fourth down, and punt unit's going to trot out onto the field. Third punt of the night for Texas High. 9:02 remaining here in the first half. In a game that Crosby has looked, they've had control of the entire time. Ryan Sellers back to punt. Danique is done to return. Done. Going to let this one bounce. And Tigers are going to down it there about the 33-yard line. 8:49 remaining here in the first half, and Crosby is looking to upset the number 5 team in the state. Texas High team, their closest victory of this year was a 21-17 win at Nacogdoches here in NAC. So right down the road, Branch has some space. Branch misses a tackler. Branch on the outside. Branch is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, no flags. Reggie Branch. With his third rushing touchdown, 4th overall here in this one. And Crosby adds to their lead. This Texas High team is stunned. Leads 28-0. You're watching TexasLive.com. 9:02 remaining here in the first half. In a game that Crosby has looked, they've had control of the entire time. Ryan Sellers back to punt. Danique is done to return. Done. Going to let this one bounce. And Tigers are going to down it there about the 33-yard line. 8:49 remaining here in the first half, and Crosby is looking to upset the number 5 team in the state. Texas High team, their closest victory of this year was a 21-17 win at Nacogdoches here in NAC. So right down the road, Branch has some space. Branch misses a tackler. Branch on the outside. Branch is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, no flags. Reggie Branch. With his third rushing touchdown, 4th overall here in this one. And Crosby adds to their lead. This Texas High team is stunned. .8:35 remaining here in the first half. Crosby leads 28-0. You're watching TexasLive.com.
Llegó el momento. Es hora de repartir alegría. Arrancamos con el evento hecho para las fiestas de Ford. Hay cenas que preparar y mucho que agradecer. Por eso te ofrecemos pagos aplazados por 90 días y 1000 de bono de intercambio en Ford Ranger y F-150. Queremos ayudarte a repartir alegría. Ford, hecho para las fiestas. Llévate una F-150 con 11,245 de ahorro total y 1000 adicionales a tu intercambio en tu concesionario Ford de Texas.
.28-0 is our score here in the second quarter. as Crosby leads Texas High. Crosby's kick will go into the end zone. So this Crosby team last week, like I mentioned, Jerry Prieto decided to switch the quarterback and the running back. Decided to switch him. Branch was a quarterback for most of the season. Decided to switch him last week. Has kept it that way. Last week they only won 66-0. This week, 28-0 here in the first half. This Crosby offense has been rolling. .8:35 remaining here in the first half. McHenry comes out, looking to pass, looking to his left. He's going to take a shot. Incomplete. Great coverage there from the Crosby defense. Bring up 2nd and 10. Henry again to throw. He's been throwing all night. This one is complete at the 30-yard line. Caden Miller on the reception. His first of the night. He's going to bring up 3rd and short now. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. This Texas High sideline right now looks stunned. They're just trying to regroup and gain some composure here. Down 4 scores. Henry back to pass. One-on-one on this outside. There's going to be a flag. It is caught. See if they call the catch, if it was a catch or not. They're going to get a pass interference call. We'll see. It's going to say incomplete. But there was contact, so it'll be a first down for Texas High. So they say they caught it? Okay, so they did say that he caught it. So ball spotted at the 31-yard line. See if Texas High can get anything going here. Stewart with the carry on the outside. Going nowhere. Gain of about 1. Henry back to pass. Another one-on-one on the outside. He's got Sellers wide open. Sellers for a touchdown. Brayson McHenry to Ryan Sellers for a 30-yard touchdown pass. Texas High. Trying to get this point after. Quarterback Bryson McHenry trying to fire up his team on the sideline after that touchdown pass. PAT is good. And now 6:55 remaining here in the first half. Crosby leads 28-7. You're watching TexanLive.com.
I think that Ford's doing an excellent job.
I have a standard model, so I was really shocked with how many features are actually on it.
The remote control start and the Ford Pass app is one of my favorites.
I think the hands-free is the most important thing for me.
We love the Apple CarPlay. The wireless is great.
I can talk to text, I can answer phone messages. Anything I can do with my phone, I can do safely in a hands-free way.
Drive Expedition with $13,341 in savings at your Texas Ford dealer.
Ford is the best in Texas. Come enjoy the heart of Katy, Texas, one of the most delightful cities in the Lone Star State. The best part? It's a short drive from Houston and minutes from the Energy Corridor. With places to stay and places to play, anything you'd like to eat, and an old town charm that can't be beat. Activities and fun for the entire family. Enjoy the best of both worlds in the City of Champions, Katy, Texas. For more information, go to cityofkaty.com.
Beautiful city of Katy, Texas, not so far from Crosby. Crosby's got a 28-7 lead. 6:55 remaining here in the first half. This kid is going to be returned. Crosby's going to try to find some space. And he cannot. Cameron Jackson, they're on the return for the Cougars. This is a big defensive possession for Texas High. 6:50 remaining in the first half. If they can get a stop here on this Crosby offense and get the ball back, I think that they would like their chances. Branch patiently waiting for his blockers to move downfield. Gain of a couple. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Dunn back to pass. Smith is in his face. He has to evade the rush. Dunn heaves it. No man down there. Almost intercepted. LeJontay Reitner almost came up with the interception. Dunn rolled out to his left as Clayton Smith was chasing him down. Really didn't have a man open, but also overthrew any intended receiver. Going to bring up 3rd and 8 now. Big third down for this Texas High defense. Dunn's going to keep it himself. He's got a first down and more. Dunn across the midfield and into Tiger territory. Hurry up offense. Branch gets the carry on this one. Gain of maybe a yard. This Crosby team likes to get in their hurry up offense after a big play. Try to catch the defense off guard and on their toes. 2nd and 9. Now, Crosby in Tiger territory. 5:30 and counting remaining here in the first half. Dunn's going to swing it out that side. He's going to be caught, but there's a flag thrown right at the line of scrimmage, right around the line. So we'll see what this is. Probably going to be a holding call. The pass was complete to Monte Wilson, but see what they call. The referees are discussing right now. We'll see what the call is. They're going to call a chop block on the center, junior Braden Wright. It's going to move Crosby back. So good completion is negated. Now it's going to be 2nd and forever. Second and 24 now officially. Ball will be spotted at the 38-yard line. Dunn patiently waiting, trying to find some space. jukes out of a couple tackles, but unable to juke out of many. These two teams are battling right now. A lot of pushing and shoving going on after the plays. Referee's going to have to come in and corral some of this. We've already had a late hit call in this one. Going to bring up 3rd and 26 now. Dunn back to pass. He's going to throw it far side. He's got a receiver. He's got a step. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Cameron Jackson. That was a great throw by Dunn over the shoulder right there in the breadbasket, but just in between the hands of Cameron Jackson. That would have been a difficult catch to make. Defender on your hip, over your shoulder. Fourth and 26, and the Texas High defense steps up. Dunn punts it off. Blake Rogers bobbles it, but is able to fall on top of it, so Texas High is going to get the ball. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Good defensive stop for Texas High after scoring on their last drive. We'll see if they can come out and keep that momentum offensively. 30-yard pass from Henry to Ryan Sellers. Flag on the play. This one is incomplete. Caden Miller, the intended target. There's a flag. The referee threw the flag. That's what he's talking about. Looks like he's talking to the other referees. Legal shift. Moving back 5. Now Texas High will have the ball at the 26-yard line. 1st and 15. Henry steps up in the pocket. He's been able to use his legs effectively here in this game. It's nice gain there on 1st down, gain of 6. Kenner leaking deep, trying to find his receivers. Great defense downfield. These Crosby defenders are running step for step with these Tiger wide receivers. Desmond Tisdom was the man in coverage on that one. He did a good job of turning his head around. Crosby's going to take a timeout. They're first of the half. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching TexanLive.com.
Clean food. Words you don't often hear. Words we at Panera live by. Because clean food is food as it should be, with no artificial flavors, preservative sweeteners, and no colors from artificial sources. We think clean food tastes better, feels better, does better. 100% of our food will be clean by year's end. Every bite will be food as it should be.
I I think that Ford's doing an excellent job.
I have a standard model, so I was really shocked with how many features are actually on it.
The remote control start and the Ford Pass app is one of my favorites.
I think the hands-free is the most important thing for me.
We love the Apple CarPlay. The wireless is great.
I can talk to text, I can answer phone messages. Anything I can do with my phone, I can do safely in a hands-free way.
Drive Expedition with $13,341 in savings at your Texas Ford dealer.
Ford is the best in Texas.
.334 remaining in the first half. Texas High is facing a 3rd and 9. And Texas High is going to call a timeout. Jerry Stanford, his 3rd season with the Tigers. Man, this is a big 3rd down. Early in this game, trailing by 3 touchdowns. It's important that Texas High can convert on this drive. Put some points. 3:34 remaining in the first half. This first half has been dominated by Crosby. They played such a good game on both sides of the ball. Reggie Branch, so far the player of the day. 4 touchdowns, excuse me. Has 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving. The quarterback converted to running back. I'd say it's been a pretty effective move so far for this Crosby team. 3rd and 9. Pressure drops off for Crosby. They have a man over the middle. He breaks a tackle down to the 30-yard line, still on his feet. Finally wrapped up at the 21-yard line. Caden Miller. Right outside of the red zone for Texas High. Trey Roberts going to come in for Clayton Smith on the offense. Roberts in motion. Roll out, trying to throw it back. They try to set up a screen on that weak side. Rolled the pocket right, but tried to set up the screen on the left. Jamari Johnson, the linebacker for Crosby, was staring right in the face of the quarterback. Henry decided to just throw it down. Brings up 2nd and 10. 1-on-1, jump ball, Sellers, incomplete. Great play defensively for the Cougars. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. Ball's still at the 21-yard line. 2:56 remaining in the first half. A big drive for the Tigers offense. Clayton Smith has come back out onto the field. Surprised they haven't thrown it up to him. 1-on-1. 6'5" senior. Henry back to pass. Smith in and out of his hands. That deep in route there for Smith just hit off his hands. It's kind of similar to the play that got him down here. Caden Miller did kind of the same route, kind of a deep in route. .250 remaining in the first half. 4th and 10. McHenry back to pass again. This is caught. Touchdown, Caden Miller. That was a bang call right at the ball, and Caden Miller came up with it on 4th and 10. A 21-yard pass from Brayson McHenry to Caden Miller. PAT is up and good. Texas High trying to claw their way back into this one. Now trail 28-14 with 2:43 remaining in the first half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching TexanLive.com.
Panera's new Baja Warm Grain Bowl is full of good, full of tasty, good-for-you ingredients, fresh and filling, so that you too will be full of good. Try our new warm grain bowls today. Panera, food as it should be.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
We've got a great game brewing here at Homer Bryce Stadium, home of the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. We got some high school football going on here in the next couple of days. Got tonight's matchup. Tomorrow we'll have Pine Tree and Nederland. Squid kick going to be returned off the face mask at Dunn. Interesting kick there. Just kind of was on the ground for a while, popped right back up to Dunn, hit him in the face mask. 2:41, Crosby's going to try to answer here. Their last offensive drive had a good momentum, but it was called back on a chop block call that put them behind the chains. Dunn's going to pass. This is complete. Good slant route, and he's still on his feet. Monte Wilson, he's been all over the field tonight as well. Good play there on first down. Here comes the hurry up again. Dunn, little sidearm out there to Branch on the outside. He's got some space. Branch trying to make some people miss. Branch with a couple good moves. There's a flag on the play. See if it's holding. Got a holding call. Monte Wilson with the hold. Looks a little similar to last drive for the Cougars. Now behind the chains. Be 1st and 16. Ball's at the Crosby 47. Man in motion. Try to find some space. He's got some room. Out of bounds. Monte Wilson again. Clayton Smith there on the pursuit. You know you're fast when you're out running Clayton Smith. Wilson able to get to the edge. Crosby's going to take a timeout. 2:13 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching TexanLive.com.
I think that Ford's doing an excellent job.
I have a standard model, so I was really shocked with how many features are actually on it.
The remote control start and the Ford Pass app is one of my favorites.
I think the hands-free is the most important thing for me.
We love the Apple CarPlay. The wireless is great.
I can talk to text, I can answer phone messages. Anything I can do with my phone, I can do safely in a hands-free way.
Drive Expedition with $13,341 in savings at your Texas Ford dealer.
Ford is the best in Texas.
2nd and 6 now for the Crosby Cougars, who had 28 points unanswered. Dunn has some space on the outside. Dunn's going to try to get to the end zone. He is in, but there's a flag on the play. See if they call a holding call on the receiver downfield. So another holding call. We'll see where they call the spot. Texas High is going to call a timeout, but we're going to see where they spot the ball because it's a penalty from the spot of the foul. So I think they're going to, they're going to say that the penalty occurred at the 15-yard line. And so Crosby will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 25. .204 remaining here in the first half. Crosby led 28-0. Texans High has clawed their way back, make it a 2-score game. But here on this drive, Crosby's been able to get a big chunk plays on this Texas High defense. Dunn's going to keep it. He's going to try to outrun the defender, and he gets nowhere. Javarius Tyson there. And a great play, not letting Dunn get it to the outside. Gain of about 2, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. .130 and counting remaining. Dunn's going to throw it, and it's off the face mask of Caleb Arnold. Already has an interception tonight, and it hit right off his face mask. We're up 3rd and 8. So this Texas High defense, this is the most points allowed this season. And we're just still in the first half. In the last couple of possessions, Crosby hasn't been able to do anything. They allowed 23 points against Jacksonville. That's their 24 points against Mount Pleasant, is the most that they had allowed before tonight. Dunn trying to find a receiver downfield. He has a wide open receiver into the end zone for a touchdown. Daniquez Dunn on the outside, just finding time. And Jalen Herman on the reception. Crosby adds to their lead. PAT is up and good. So Crosby stretches their lead. 1:17 remaining in the first half. Crosby now leads 35-14. We'll be right back. You're watching TexanLive.com.
Hey, sports fans, don't forget to go to TexanLive.com and vote for our Player of the Week. You can also go to TexanLive.com and check out our top 10 plays of the week. And if we missed your top play, you can always send it to us at TexanLive@gmail.com, or you can tag us on Twitter at Texan_live.
Crosby with a 21-point lead over the number 5 team in the state. Texas High came into this game 11-0. Their only real test came here in this town in Nacogdoches, at Nacogdoches High School, just about a mile down the road. The 21-17 victory for Texas High. This one's going to go into the end zone, and Texas High is just going to take the ball to 25. So this Crosby offense, who scored 66 points last week, has scored 50 points 5 times this season. So far here in the first half, 30.